welcome to the channel, everybody. How's it going? So, Nathaniel, nice to see you. Appreciate you stopping in. Vatlik, good to see you as well. Nathaniel, appreciate it. Understand you got school tomorrow. Definitely appreciate you being able to stop in for just a little bit. So, yeah, guys, trying to get back to the normal schedule of things again. We're going to start getting some videos out. I've got quite a bit of content to cover. First off, though, I have to build up some resources and stuff, and I have a bit of a leveling to do, and we happen to have a level up of it on at the moment. So I'm short on ISO and I'm short on gold. But we have had some major changes to the roster as of late, and I'm looking to do one more tonight. That we are so close to the 1,000 subs mark tonight, guys. I'm going to be live for a couple hours tonight, and then I got a bunch of videos to work on and get some stuff edited. And then we're going to get back on a regular schedule again, like I said. But like I said, we've had some big changes to the roster. Our last live stream was my birthday live stream, and we really rocked that out quite a bit. And that with the push for Necropolis, it did quite a bit to the roster there. We got some new champions in the mix here. But one of the most important things here is this lady right here. Chilith has the ability that we could rank 3 her and give me my first rank 3 champion only within days of the time that I went from 0 rank 2 champions to my first 6 rank 2 7 stars, which we have at this point. 7-star roster is growing quite a bit. It was looking to hopefully grow a bit more, but I do want to say congratulations overwhelmingly. My alliance this week, and particularly my battle group, did go ahead and try and give raids a shot. We made one hell of a push on this. We did get through all of the bosses, and we got halfway through Ultron. We're pretty stuck on the regen at the moment. Just can't do enough consistent damage to make it worth the resource spend at this point. That's kind of what we've decided. But I am so proud of my guys. They did so much work this week, a lot more than I did. I was on cleanup and really honestly sucked it up, to be truthful with you. But still, you will actually see my name if actually can't. I got it covered. But you will see that. You might be able to see that. Yes, it is the big man himself. Wossie, how's it going, man? Just singing the praises of the Alliance right now a little bit. I am so proud of you guys this week for everything you did. Like I said, I'm about 600,000 away from being able to have my first rank 3 7-star champion. So one of the great ways to go do something about that is Incursions. I've already picked up some of the milestones. I kind of just screwed around a little bit the other night, did a little bit of Sector 5. I got through 6 zones and picked up some rewards a little bit there. Need to do a push. Gotta play around and see if I really have it in me to do the full push on all those rooms solo, or maybe we'll open it up and see if some people want to jump in and help me do a bit more of a push and get as many rooms as possible tonight, just so that not only can I pick up some extra rewards, but also on top of that, so that we can get that gold in place to do that final rank 3. Oh yeah, I'm in Incursions. I can't see that right now. I do believe, if I remember right, there is, about 3 hours left on level up right now. So if I can get through enough Incursions in time over this next 3 hours to at least rank 3 her and then possibly put some ISO into her, that would be wonderful, and it would be big for the account. And I think it'd be a great way to celebrate, especially if we do hit that 1,000 mark tonight. So let's go ahead and give it a push right off the bat. Like I said, if anybody feels like if you do any BGs later, I have a surprise. No problem. Hey, Kata, nice to see you, man. How's it going? Um, I will probably do some battlegrounds later after I get through incursions, depending on how long I spend in incursions. So, but the main thing for tonight is to get the rest of the milestones and pick up the rest of the gold that I need to get so that I can rank 3 her. And that will put me 1 rank 3 and chapter 8 away from Valiant. Still a tall order, but very doable. Let's do. Actually, let's do it this way. Okay. So yeah, like I said, guys, I started my Sector 5 push last night a bit. I still got to do Odin. Yeah, I thought about Odin. I need to start playing him more. I haven't really played him enough. Trying to remember his pre-fights because I know that's what he'd be in for. Yeah, I still don't have Gallon as a 6-star. Billy Bird, if you go in with Aegon, Herc, and Odin, if you use the pre-fights for Aegon, then switch out Odin for 5-star, can use the pre-fights for Herc now, having both the pre-fight buffs. That's an idea too. Cataclysm in the house, getting all the love. Nice to see you. I appreciate you stopping in, brother. Did give you a shout out on the crystal opening because you were on call when we were doing that for the Necropolis run. Hope you got a chance to check that out. But you will be getting a shout out as well on the next video that's coming out too. So definitely appreciate you, man. Looking for pre-fights, okay. Do I have to do anything to ramp him up for the pre-fight, or can I just activate his pre-fight? I don't remember. Oh yeah, man, it was a blast. It was so much fun. Probably the most fun I've had streaming in the a little over a year we've been doing the channel. To be truthful with you, I think we're gonna go this way, and we will ramp up. If we need to bring in Aegon and ramp him, we can do that as well. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and do it this way. definitely, it's one of those things. I've been, it was a big week for the Alliance this week. I've had a lot that I've been trying to get done for the channel and everything. Still got a bunch of that I need to work on tonight after the live stream. But on top of that, I kind of sit down with myself personally, and I've been working on putting together a schedule, and hopefully it will allow me to get back to producing videos on a regular basis. And I didn't even use the free fight. That was awesome. As well as guarantee that we get at least get the Sunday Night Lives back on a regular basis, and also be able to go live 2 or 3 times a week on top of it as well. I'm not going to announce that schedule until I see how it goes for a couple weeks. But oh yeah, raids are taking up a lot of people's time. Not me. A lot of people. Yeah, we actually did raids this week in my alliance. I was actually talking about that at the beginning, because I am, first off, I'm extremely proud of my guys. We did a lot better than could have been expected, especially considering the jump in content that we did. But it's been amazing this week. We did fall a little short, but no problem there whatsoever. Yeah, no, we knew it was going to be a risk, but considering the fact we got it for free anyways, and then the glory glitch has us set for another week of being able to do them if we decide to. But we're definitely going to have some discussions and want to see what Kabam has to say, all in all, about raids after how this week has went. And definitely after the fiasco this morning, if not all the other bugs that I've read about today. But, and look, to Kabam's credit, I will give them 100% credit on this. From the time that the revive glitch happened, they got on it. I was kind of concerned that they wouldn't, but they definitely got on to things today and got that situation made right. So for that, I will definitely commend Kabam for being set well. I know even me and my alliance mates were talking about, hey, are they going to have anybody in on a Sunday? I gotta check something real quick. That's what I thought. Give me 1 second, real quick, guys. I want to fix one thing that I totally forgot about because I switched it for the other stream, and don't want to have it be a problem for this one. So. Okay. Yeah, I'm still making adjustments on the channel and stuff. Trying to adjust some of the audio settings. So, the bug this morning. Nobody, we all of a sudden out of nowhere had an item cap on being able to revive, and nobody could continue on because they got their free revives but couldn't collect them. Or couldn't use them. We could collect them, we just couldn't use them to revive. So, like, everybody was stuck. I really just did that. That was dumb. I meant to switch for Odin. Yeah, it took them about 2 hours this morning to get it fixed. But once they did, we were able to go ahead and continue on. Like I said, I do give Kabam credit because they did actually get it fixed within a reasonable amount of time, to be truthful with you. So, and that was definitely something that, I do gotta say that we did some talking on the calculations and stuff, and just because of the amount of ramp up that has to be done on each fight and everything else to be able to actually handle these bosses, even what they give you for revives isn't going to cover it, and we're not quite for sure that raids are worth what it's going to cost. We have a lot of discussion on that personally to do as an alliance. But, I mean, like I said, it was worth the try this week considering. XO, how's it going, man? I know myself, I put probably about 1,500 units and several Alliance revives into this week. Which, if we could have gotten Ultron down, I think may have still been worth it because of the full rewards. But without getting him down, I don't know that was necessarily worth it. I actually need to switch that relic. I've got the 5-star Thor, and I think I've got a 3-star on him right now. That wasn't supposed to happen. Nice. Good to see that you're doing Incursions as well. Yeah, I'm just trying to get enough gold so I can actually rank 3 my first rank 3 7-star. That's awesome. I have none of those. Cool. Whatever. We'll go do it. We'll do it anyways. I may try another team or something. I really don't care. I don't do incursions hardly ever. It's just I know this is a quick way to get some gold. So. And if I would have done the swap outright, we wouldn't have had a problem. But, you know, hey. So we're going to fix that. And in order to fix it, we're going to have to bring in a 5-star. Again. Oh, I know I have a 5-star Heimdall bigger than a 4-star. It was 6 stars, 5 stars. There he is. So how did everybody love their Necropolis rewards this week? I know it definitely helped push quite a bit on my account. So I'm guessing everybody else should have had a phenomenal week. I do plan on visiting the rest of the pass on in Necropolis. I'm just not for sure when that's going to be. Partially because I want, like I said, I want to get through Act 8 first, and I haven't even started that. So, and of course, when I start it, I want to make sure that I'm also doing videos for those as well. So, that's going to be a big push for the future. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start working on that this week. How's it going, Triple Z? Nice to see you, my man. So, but yeah, I definitely do want to get that Valiant title. The rewards I've been seeing are just absolutely ridiculous, and you know it's time to push on Act 8 and then figure out how to get get through Necropolis so I can get that second rank 3, and then we'll be there. So I'm going to get a team. I'm going to start doing my research, start getting a team put together. I'm better than the inputs in the game right now. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I was actually just talking to Kata about the fact that we actually did Necropolis, or we did raids this week, and I mean, I'm proud of my guys. I'm so proud of my guys. They did phenomenal this week, but definitely was rough. I would like to heal up, but I don't want to deal with jugs. So. Screw it, I'm just doing it without it. Yeah, I spent probably an hour and a half on the forums this morning when we realized that we couldn't revive and we're not going to be able to continue on. And just going through and seeing how many bugs are going on right now, like, eh. New subscriber, thank you so much. Sophisticated Sim, thank you. Is that an Andrew the Rough Raid? Chris Gonzalez, Astra, Dreadman, DTM, Lawrence. Nice to see you all. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming over. Lags and Andy, really? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, guys, so much. I thank everybody, and if you would, Legacy, nice to see you so much. Appreciate it. I cannot thank you enough, man. Absolutely legendary man himself. I want to thank you so much, man. I have watched so many of your videos over the years, and I cannot believe to see you in my stream. Thank you so much, man.
Sophie Sim subscribe to the channel.
Thank you again for the new subscriber. Appreciate it. I believe that will be the first time that we have had the new wolf howl. So, really happy to add that. Andrew, nice to see you, my brother. How's it going tonight? Appreciate you bringing over everybody with you. You and Legacy both. Thank you guys so much. Really trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we are definitely getting there. Been a big month for the channel. We're finally getting able to come back and work on things more. Right now, I am doing a push in Incursions. Not saying I'm doing a great push, but I am doing a push. And we are working towards getting my first rank 3 7-star for the account. I have the gem, I have this champion, I just don't have the gold. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I worked on that for a while. That's one of the things I've been working on in the background with things lately. So, pretty proud of the wolf owl. So, how did you guys do tonight? What good stream, I hope. I mean, I expect nothing less from two legends like yourself. Yes, sir. Good stream. We also nice, lovely. Not surprised. I know everybody's had one of those weeks where we got plenty to do. So much growth, and the need for gold is ridiculous right now.
Mutant subscribe to the channel.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Dredamanfu to subscribe to the channel.
Welcome to the channel, guys. I appreciate the subscriptions. Everyone counts and everyone is massively appreciated. Even if I do get distracted and suck at the game once in a while by taking the wrong champion in. And I have no clue why I even bothered taking him in. Other than the fact that I wasn't paying attention. But nice. I am glad when my chatbot actually does her job. So she helps correct the fact that I'm not always the greatest at pronouncing names myself. So, you know, if she wants to go ahead and take care of it for me and hopefully do it a little better than I do. Dredamanfu. Nice. So, but I appreciate both of you. Thank you for subscribing. Really excited to hit that 1K mark. We've got a few big announcements coming this week. I've got my recap for Necropolis is going to be out this week, hopefully. That is my main focus for the week. So, really excited to get that out. What is the node that I'm missing here? Okay, now how do I shut it off? Okay, I missed something there. Triple Z, yeah, man, totally. Yeah, I hope you saw it. I shouted you out in the crystal opening video this week. I'll also be shouting you out in the recap video as well. What am I missing here? What did I take? Oh, intercept. That's what it was. Let's go ahead and waste some more units. For those of you who are new to the channel, I will let you know we do not do perfect gameplay on this channel. I screw up quite a bit. I do things wrong, but I am somebody who does my best to show that it can be done no matter what. Come on. Okay, Viv is not my thing tonight. No problem, Triple Z. Appreciate you. Yeah, screw it. I don't even care. I am not going to waste the units like that. Not when I just need gold. If I gotta fight it up a few different ways, I'll fight it up a few different ways. But yeah, we'll figure that out later. Let's try an Aegon team. Let me prox line. And this will dip to the low of the 4-star. Okay. What am I doing in sector 4? That was a mess up. Oh well, we'll make it work. So, yeah, I have a little bit different of a channel than somebody like Legacy or Andrew or any of them. I am in complete awe of their gameplay and absolutely appreciate the fact that they even recognize that I exist. But I also recognize the fact that there is a large part of the community that cannot do what some of the higher end players in our community can do. And I appreciate that they can do those things, but at the same time, it's nice to see somebody get through content without doing perfect gameplay to remind you that even when you get stuck, you can find a way to get through it. I have a common policy of making it available for people to stop in and talk to me, no matter if I'm live, if you message me on a video asking for help, or if you contact me through line chat or Discord. I am almost normally always available, and if I'm not, I will get back to you within 24 hours normally to help you figure out how to continue on. I have helped quite a few people succeed long before I started my channel through different alliances that I've ran over the years, and continue to do so not only through the alliances that I do currently still run, but also through the channel itself. So, I get it. I know that my gameplay isn't for everybody. I know that some people are a lot better than me at the game, but if you're ever struggling on anything, feel free to reach out. I have a large community of people that are more than willing to help, and if they aren't, I always do my best to do so as well. So, I do thank everybody that stops in and supports the channel. We have been going for a little over a year now, and as you can see, nearly have hit our 1,000 subscriber mark, which has been an absolutely amazing journey. And it is one that I plan to continue for several more years. Hopefully, all of those years being MCOC years, but hopefully Kabam can keep the game alive that long, because I definitely would appreciate it if they did. I do love this community. I think it's one of the greatest communities out there, and it's always amazing to see what we achieve as a community all the time. I think that was Raids has been a great testament to it this week. Just seeing how much my alliances came together to be able to do those raids, but also, seeing Necropolis over the last couple months, seeing how much the community worked together to do things. Trill, nice to see you. Appreciate you stopping in tonight. Just doing some incursions so that I can get enough gold so that I can finally rank for Chillith. or not rank 4, rank 3, and give myself my first rank 3 7-star champion as the final bit of the rewards that I achieved from my one path in Necropolis. And then we're going to start on Act 8, get through Act 8 over the next couple months, and then revisit Necropolis and get ourselves value as soon as possible. So, do you have a few, like I said, I've got quite a few changes that are going to be coming to the channel over the next couple months. I do have several huge announcements that are going to be made this week, especially one pertaining to members directly. But it will involve something that will be valuable. Well, will be an offer for the entire community at the same time as well. So, stay tuned. I'm making that announcement tomorrow. So, if you guys are interested, there will be some new additions to things, and I'm really excited about those, and I can't wait to see the community's reaction. So, so did anybody else do raids this week? I know it's definitely not something that most of the community even thought about doing. But, like I said, one group in my alliance did do them this week. We did make it to Ultron, as well as made it about halfway through. At that point, we made the call that it was not worth continuing to try and get the last 50% off, especially considering the 2 regen cycles. But it was definitely a lot of fun. Definitely showed everybody in that particular battle group that they have the ability to step up a bit more than what they thought they could. And I am apparently playing absolutely wonderfully tonight, so we will see how well this goes. But I hope everybody's had a great week this week, no matter how things went in AQ. Obviously, everybody should really have enjoyed all the extra glory this week. I know my alliance was absolutely loving how many people we had do. Oh well, the fact that we did have the one battle group do raids, because it drove us up to that milestone where they finally cut everybody off at so quickly. Would have been nice if they would have let us continue grabbing everything we could. But I definitely understand why Kabam did the cutoff when they did. And honestly, I think it was the most pro thing they ever did, by understanding that there was nothing that they could do other than just establishing a cutoff point and letting everybody go because they were not going to be able to punish people. They were not going to be able to take it back. There was just nothing they could do. So, but almost everybody I know completely bought out the Glory store this week. Flames, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I'm sure I know quite a few people that are happy about that. Um, I paid attention to football for many years. I even played football when I was younger. Um, but years ago, I decided to do fantasy football. Absolutely loved it. It was the one of the funnest things I ever did, though definitely stressful and time consuming. As we can see, I absolutely love stressful, time consuming things. That's why I play this game. But after a couple seasons, the league fell apart horribly. And it just was really hard to really get back into watching football after the league fell apart without the extra incentive and reasons that fantasy brought to it. And so I just kind of barely watch football anymore, and I don't even watch the teams I've considered my teams over the years anymore. Which is really interesting because I finally live in a city where like there is actually a football team. And this is the point in my life that I'm at that I don't know, I may get back into it at some point, and I've always wanted to go to a football game live, and now that I live here in the Seattle area, like that's a little more doable at some point, so I might have to do that one year at some point after we get things really going. And that might just be enough in itself to rekindle the enthusiasm. So first off, I did not mean to end up in zone 4 by any means. Not. I just clicked things tonight, apparently. I think I've fried my brain this week, honestly. It's been a lot of I've been pushing for a while, and I think I finally got to the point where when I decided to rearrange the schedule and actually schedule downtime, the body was like, oh, hey, yeah, now you're going to pay for all that downtime you didn't take. Which, is a lovely feeling. Are you kidding me? Am I really dying again? I'm not spending resources. We're just calling it. Whatever. So Incursions is not going well. But I do know other ways to get gold. And we got a little bit closer. So, and I will probably do some battlegrounds with everybody here in a little bit, and then probably call it later, and then just actually go farm up the rest of the gold so I can get this final rank up done that I want to do, or we may just wait another week. It's really not, I mean, in some ways it'll make a big difference, in other ways, no rush. took this long to get there. We can definitely. I mean, if it was the difference between whether or not we were going to become Valiant tonight or not, yeah. But honestly, with the content I'm getting ready to push to start pushing out videos, we should. I will more than make up for whatever I don't do tonight. I do wish I had had the time to go for Gallon in the arenas when he was in the arenas a week or so ago. But I definitely did not. I've only tried to go for one champion in the arenas since the start of the channel, and that was Werewolf by Night, and we missed out on him. Which, of course, everybody is flaunting theirs right now. Because he is so good in Battlegrounds this season. But so, like I said, guys, we had a tradition in the first year of the channel, for the most part, of a Sunday night live stream every Sunday night. I have reworked my schedule so that we can get back to doing that from now on. So this is just the beginning of getting back to that. I've got quite a bit to do still this evening to get videos prepped for this week. But I am also scheduling more time into my schedule to get back to videos, as well as opening up some time for some live streams throughout the week. Thank you, Susanna. Appreciate you. Did see your subscription the last when you did it. Appreciate you so much, and thank you for the like on stream. That does bring us to 15 likes on stream so far tonight, and I want to thank everybody for that. Definitely going to continue to push for that 1,000 subscriber mark. We are getting closer every day. And I will, like I said, be more consistent about being back to the channel starting this week. We will have a crystal opening as well as an announcement tomorrow. We will also be pushing out the recap for my Necropolis birthday run at some point this week. It'll probably be towards the end of the week. And I'm debating which days, but we're going to get at least 2 live streams in this week as well. So, stay tuned and watch for times. I will not promise anything at the moment, other than the fact that I do promise that I am going to be pushing and getting back to things and giving us the best chance to continue to grow that we can. I've got some great things coming for members. I've got some offers coming for subscribers. Also, on top of that, we are going to be doing a few more pushes that will hopefully benefit you guys in the long run. As far as guide videos, I'm going to get some new ones out. I'm going to revisit some of the old ones and see what has changed and what we can update. Going to be doing some changes to the live stream here, as far as we're going to get the music back. We're going to get, we've already started updating the notices. I'm going to have quite a bit more things going on as far as that goes. But I am really excited, guys, and I'm so happy to be back and able to really get back into the swing of things. I have missed hanging out with you guys so much. Elijah Bear, how you doing, my man? I know you're a happy little child with all the extra glory this week. Definitely probably did some good things for the account growth. I hope everybody took advantage of that glory this week and pushed some good account growth. We are going to be doing quite a bit in my alliance this week. Our first battle group just proved an amazing amount of growth, and our second and third battle groups will be stepping up and taking on some more responsibility. Gee, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. I appreciate you stopping in tonight. We started off with some incursions, but I honestly was sucking it up, so just came over and we're going to do some arena for a little bit, and then I may open up some battlegrounds towards the end and see if I can lose to a few subscribers. But we will probably go for about another hour or so tonight and then call it, because I am going to be working on some videos and quite a bit of the behind the scenes stuff. But as you guys can see, we've already started to make some of the changes. We've been working on quite a bit. I'm going to be back to the regular Sunday night live streams. Obviously adjusted for Pacific Standard Time as opposed to Central Standard. But I will be live every Sunday night from now on until either the channel pays for itself or I go broke and homeless again. Whichever one happens first. Wolf, at what level are you at in the arenas? Can you attack with zero thought? In the arenas, yeah. It's probably the most thoughtless thing I do. Everything else, yeah, I have to put a little bit more thought into. And between the amount of work it took for us to get through raids yesterday and today, plus getting the alliance ready for next week's AQ series, as well as everything else we've got going on. Yeah, I think I burnt my brain a little bit more than what I thought I did, which is why I was sucking it up in incursions. So I figured arena was better. Have to put thought into it. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, it is one of those things. You'll get used to it. You'll get to a point where you'll be used to what champions actually work in most scenarios. And arena is a lot simpler because it is just basically the champion mashes up. You don't have to worry about any of the extra things like nodes or synergies or anything like that, in all honesty. You can do synergies in arena, but they really don't. It's not going to be that big of a deal to you. And part of it too is I used to spend quite a bit of time grinding arenas back when I had more time in my life. So I have spent countless hours just doing arena. Normally just to hit milestones, never really to go after champions. Outside of the obvious, werewolf by night push that we attempted right before the move. That was a slip up when I was playing worse. Why is an alliance named what it is? Is there a specific reason? Okay, so years ago I controlled an alliance called Requiem. When I was alliance leader of Requiem, I started my second account. Uh, and for a while it was part of Requiem, but after a while I decided I was going to move it out and make sure that, most people weren't running multiple accounts in the Alliance, and eventually nobody was running multiple accounts in the Alliance. That being said, for those who weren't moving their second account to an active Alliance, we created the current Alliance. And yes, Requiem backwards is the name of the Alliance. And that's why, as well, the tag is backwards without the vowels, for the most part. Because it was someplace to store Requiem's accounts. And then I stepped down from Requiem and handed it over to my officers so that I could go attempt to run for governor of Iowa. And spent about a year where I was a lot less active in the game. But I had both my accounts in this alliance. And when I decided to come back, and not only come back to the game hardcore, but come back and start the channel, I started building the alliance back up with this one, because the alliance that I had left didn't make it very long after I left, to be honest with you. Yeah, so during the events of the last several years, the illustrious governor of Iowa decided that it was a great idea to cut off benefits to the citizens of Iowa for housing assistance and things like that during the time that housing was the most important that it had ever been. I saw this as a major problem, along with quite a few other things that I saw were going wrong in the state, and a lot of people starting to lose their rights. I don't typically talk about politics too much on the channel, but that being said, I did attempt to go in there to do something to make things better. I went in with a very clear-cut plan that was about listening to what people needed and what was best for people, and not what put the most money in rich people's pockets. B would actually give everybody the most opportunity to succeed. I went in with the perspective of my big things that I wanted to achieve were this. I wanted to legalize marijuana in the state of Iowa, which would have paid for 90% of anything else that I wanted to do. Not to mention, on top of that, would have been great for the advancement of the state, considering they have some of the greatest soil in the country and could produce some of the best stuff anywhere. But, hey, whatever. Secondly, I wanted to reform our education system. The first thing I wanted to do was to make it so that all learning styles were taught in school, meaning that those who are auditory learners have a way to learn that way. Those who are kinetic learners had hands-on projects and classes that they could do that would allow them to learn in their way. And those who are book learners, because I can't remember the exact term off the top of my head at the moment, also, are accommodated, not that they're not already currently accommodated. Um, I had a plan of putting solar panels and wind turbines at every school in Iowa, as well as aquaponic farms, to guarantee that not only were all the programs paid for, but we could increase teachers' wages, and that would also give kinetic learning opportunities, because those students who were kinetic learners could go work on the solar panels, the wind turbines, and the aquaponics farms, and help learn those skills from a very young age, which would not only help them later in life, but would also present them with the opportunities for career growth, even without having to necessarily go to college by the time they graduated high school. Also, on top of that, I wanted to bring in financial literacy courses, and all the things that don't get taught in school that actually matter, like how to do your taxes. Or how to deal with your mental health. Or, how to deal with your hygiene. Or any number of 1,000 things that people really should be taught, and sometimes do not have an opportunity to learn through their home life. Outside of that, I also wanted to do adult education as well, to catch those who had already fallen through the cracks of the system and had already felt like they didn't have, were not taught the skills that they were needed, and were also those who thought that they were dumb because they were not taught in the way they learned. After that, it was about actually showing transparency in government, showing people behind the scenes, letting people know what was really going on, letting people know where the money was really going, not only who all was actually getting tax credits, but also who were getting tax breaks and what companies were making money just for being there. But honestly, people are so partisan at this point, they don't want to hear those type of things. They just want to hear whether or not you're on one side or the other. And I don't think one side or the other has any opportunity to ever actually fix things. So, but that's about all I got to say on that, because that's about as far as I'm going with politics ever again. At my high school, there is a math course called College Math. It's about finances, and that's nice. That's good. That's an important one. Hopefully they teach you at least the fundamental basics, and it'd be nice if they taught you beyond that. But if you have an opportunity to take that class, definitely do. It will serve you well in the future. I will tell you this much. I have not used the Pythagorean theory nearly as many times as I've been broke. And believe me, there are a lot of things about the taxes that, I really do think should not be the way they are. But at the same time, knowing that those things are the way they are can not only save you a lot of money, but it can also make you money. Like understanding what is a tax write-off and what isn't, and how to make it so. Very good example. Obviously, everybody knows I drive delivery for a living to pay the bills, or at least attempt to keep the bills paid. That means that all the gas I use, since I have to pay for my own gas, is a tax write-off. And it helps me save money on all the money I make, especially living in the state of Washington, who does not do state income taxes. Now, obviously, it saved me more money in the state of Iowa that does do state income taxes, because then I could write it off on my state taxes as well as my federal. But if I don't have to pay state, I don't have to worry about it anyways. So, but taxes are one of those things that if you understand them, they are great. If you do not, they can screw you overwhelmingly. So I do believe that means that it is something that fundamentally most people should know, or at least have a basic understanding of. And whereas that I do understand that there were many lessons in my life that I absolutely had to learn the hard way, some of them did not need to be nearly as difficult as they were. Good night. I would honestly take the finances and taxes over pre-calc, to be truthful with you. Especially with the way the world is shifting, you're going to find that there's going to be a lot more jobs out there that are going to shift to a 1099, so that you are a contracted employee, and that is going to put a lot more tax burden on you as yourself. And as that becomes more and more prevalent, knowing what you can and can't deduct and things like that can make a huge difference on how much money it costs you to do your job. But that is another reason why, like I said, I attempted my run at governor, was just, seeing some of the directions that certain things were going in and realizing that we can mitigate some of the damage upon people. We're just choosing not to, because it would actually mean that we'd actually have to, first off, admit that we've let people down in the past. But secondly, on top of that too, actually give everybody a chance to succeed. You'll make like $35 to $45 a game. Okay. Well, what are you looking at doing? Soccer, okay. Oh, reffing soccer, okay. Yeah, I know that they don't pay refs a lot. Actually, the thing about it is even at your age, there is a way that they can open an investment account in your name. Your parents just have to do it for you. But I think that is a great plan. I advise putting it in something like an index fund, so that it has the best. I mean, it's slow growth, but you have a long time for it to grow. And if you're putting in consistently now, it will add up quite a bit later. Oh, he has masters. Yeah, nice. Finances, masters in finance, or masters in financial investment, more appropriately. We actually have a member of our alliance right now who is currently working on getting their degree in the same thing, actually. CJ is actually double majoring in finance, as well as he has a minor as well. We actually have quite a few rather smart people in our alliance. Not only, like I said, is CJ is currently going for his degrees and in college. Fridge is also in college at the moment and currently working on some high level degrees. Venomous is an engineer and actually works on rockets. Yeah. And if I don't make it Thronebreaker by the end of the month, I will remove from the alliance if I'm not wrong. But if that happens, I will keep pushing. It would be okay if you let me know when. Let's see where you are by the end of the month, and we'll discuss it. Okay. I'm not. I'm not pushing that kind of necessary timeline on you, but we'll see where we're at. So, as long as you continue to keep pushing from now until then, and as long as map 6 doesn't get to be too hard for you, we will probably. I will continue to work with you while we get you that growth. You're not the only one in the alliance currently who isn't Thronebreaker. There are a couple, but we are pushing for most people to get there. Yeah, I know. That's one of the reasons why, like I said, I'm more than willing to work with you while you get there and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, the more account growth we can get you, the better. And it timed out really well for you this week because you happened to get in just in time to get the glory. So that should do quite a bit as far as rank up materials for you and being able to push there. Yeah, but look at Jakey, who isn't even a million in count, and he pushed through to Paragon. So, not saying you have to be Jakey by any means, but just saying that's a very good example there for you. And don't necessarily take somebody's account size for its 100% worth. There is a very big difference between somebody who pushed up all their 1, 2, and 3 A stars and most of their 4 stars, and somebody who only pushed up their 6 stars that they needed and still were able to get through content. Part of it for me is, I've been playing for nearly 8 years at this point. My year mark is coming up very soon. So in the early days, I ranked up all my low end champions. So that pushes up my score quite a bit. So is it easier for them to keep up with high maps for a while? That's kind of what's waiting to be seen with some people. We'll see who can make it and, what adjustments we need to make over the next couple weeks. because we may need to. Okay, so I hit the main milestone on that one. That's good. That'll help. So. Say it with me, boys and girls. 250, 350, 1 million. Not what I want. Push the button that I want. Not the button I don't want. Push the button I want. Alright, I gotta get do some of my math homework. Thanks for the good talk. I will be back. No problem, Elijah. Go do what you gotta do. Homework comes first. So. Fridge, are you lurking? Because if you are, I might do a friendly battlegrounds. Let's see. Oh yeah, fight. Yeah, do the fight before you start posting things. Don't forget that you are in the middle of fights. Sorry guys, just dropping a little something out there. I already pretty much know what he's doing. So I'm going to open up friendlies here after this round of arena to anybody that wants to. I already know there's a couple people who have reached, who are going to want to. That is probably the worst Quake gameplay I've ever done. Now, I don't know how many times I've ever tried to take her against Darkhawk. Apparently not a good matchup. Definitely gonna get through some more of that. I gotta do some more battlegrounds tonight myself. But yeah, let's open up some friendlies if anybody wants to tonight. Still gotta get through the rest of battlegrounds and finish up. I did start my battlegrounds push late this season on purpose. Mostly because I had about a dozen other things I was working on. But yeah, I think we'll go live. We'll stay live for about another half an hour or so. I will I will see if I can get a match. And while I'm waiting on getting a match, if anybody gets on and wants to do friendlies tonight, I will leave it open throughout the evening to do exactly that. Unfortunately, this is the side to the side of the size of my account. Is when I am low level like this, sometimes it's hard to get a match. When I can either get somebody really good or somebody really crappy at it. No, and I never know which one I'm going to get. Let's see if not banning Herc bites me or not. See if he's going to make his choices or not. Okay, there we go. Getting some definite defense locked in here, but there's a couple. But obviously, Ultron and Iceman can both go either way. How many sciences they got in there? I'm throwing. Well, they got the 2 mutant, the 1 mutant. But Emma can't do any damage, so let's see what he gives me. Herc, huh? Let's try her. There we go, getting those bleed stacks on there. Would have been nice not to miss my relic, but you know, hey, whatever. Got him to Immortal. Keep away from him. Ah! Showtime special. Let's try and keep him away from me long enough to stay alive. Gotta get the hype train going here. I know, guys, it's a little off without having the music and stuff. I just had to do some changes on the music for licensing issues. So I will have music back on the stream again by next week. Didn't really need it for the birthday stream because we had so many people on chat and stuff, which was nice to have. Really great to have everybody stopping in and getting on chat. Why will you not throw your special? I did not want to push him to the SP3, but he wouldn't throw the SP2. Oh, you gotta love input issues. Command admitted the other day fully that the AI is just not throwing specials the way they're supposed to be. And they're going to adjust it, despite the fact that they swear that they never adjust the AI. And yeah, that was just a prime example of it. Did not matter what I did. I just could not get him to throw that special for nothing. And without throwing that, I had no push. If I was going to do anything to him whatsoever, I had to push him to the SP3. That just doesn't set you up for much of a chance of anything. That's pretty much just setting you up for failure at that point. I mean, we might still pull this off because I don't know if Morbius can do anything to Thing or not. Barely. So hopefully we can turn around and take this last match. Gavin, nice to see you. Yeah, it does absolutely. It sucks when they refuse to throw that SP2. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? I think he may have torch trapped me here. I don't know. And I don't have a relic on Ultron, so that's not going to help. They nerf revive farming and still can't fix the AI. Yeah, I know. We were talking actually in the Alliance today about the fact of, they've been talking about changes for Alliance Quest revives, changes for Alliance War revives, changes for revives in general, and especially with where health pools are at now, and the only thing that we've seen them actually do is nerf revives, or at least nerf the farming of them. So, like, again, like I said, I will give credit where credit is due. Things like today where they did get things fixed right within a reasonable amount of time to let people go. In raids today, which is more than appreciated because we really thought that we couldn't even do what we got done today. But there is still a lot that Kabam really does need to address, and it is unfortunately at this point it's gotten so bad that it's causing them to talk out of both sides of their face because they're saying that they don't do things that they're saying they're doing. So really hoping that these AI fixes that they're saying they're about to put in to address some of this actually will make something work. Thanks, bro. Hope everything is going well. Yeah. Things are getting better, honestly. Still got a lot to recover from financially after the move. But I put a schedule together this week. We're going to try and stick to it for a few months. It'll give me the ability to get back to the channel on a very regular basis so that we can start getting videos out pretty much at least a couple a week. We can start live streaming every Sunday night for sure, and a couple other times throughout the week as well. Just a lot of things that will really make it so that I can get back to what I want to be doing anyways. And hopefully with this schedule in place, it will also keep the bills paid the entire time. So, well, at least we won that one. Yeah, I agree. I could see them adding another level of revives in and that we can purchase. Like if we could purchase the 60% revives and then nerf the cost of the 40% and have the 60% at a reasonable cost, that would be absolutely wonderful. Like with raids this week, those 60% revives for 200 units, that is really pricey. And I think it is time that we have single champion alliance revives as well at a reasonable cost. Yeah, keep it fed and paying the bills. That's what I'm working on these days. Because as long as I can get them, keep the bills paid, and so I got a roof over my head, the car's still running, and a little bit of food in my stomach. Nice, Shorty, appreciate it. It is going well. How about yourself? Thank you for the new subscription. Glad you found the channel. I really don't know how I feel about that particular username. It does not look appropriate at all. Just doing a little bit of battlegrounds here. If anybody wants a friendly tonight, I will have them open for the rest of the stream. Just kind of doing these ones until somebody does want a friendly, or until I decide to call it for the night, which will probably be in a little bit. All good here. Just made a new account and was going Cav stuff and have to recheck some videos and saw you were on. No problem. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I do have line chat as well as Discord, so you can hit me up on either one if you have any questions on something. If you don't necessarily find it in a particular video. I have covered everything through Act 8, and I am going to start doing Act 8 videos this month. So, hope they help having an updated guide. I will actually be revisiting some of those after I get through Act 8. Just because, after they nerfed Act 5, some of them are not as relevant as they were at that time. But still, most of the information is viable. But again, I do appreciate the subscription and hope you do find the information you're looking for. As most know, I have never, none of my videos will ever indicate perfect gameplay by any means, but I will show you how to get through things without having to be perfect. So, though I am thinking after we get through Act 8 and Necropolis and a few things on the backup accounts, we may be looking at another account soon. So we may have to revisit everything from the beginning. Act 8 on my main, been fun, has been so long since doing Act 6 stuff. I double check some paths and notes. Yeah, I get that. And the sad thing about it is like, I haven't done Act 8 yet, but I know like everybody's saying the same. Everybody's told me the same thing about Act 8 as was said about Act 7. Sadly enough, somehow Act 6 is still remaining the hardest act in all of story mode in the games. So I am definitely looking forward to doing Act 8. I know I've heard some mixed reviews on the Bahamut fight, but I also know that's pretty much the only one you really need to worry about. That was dumb. That was really dumb. Can't believe I just did that. Yeah. Your gameplay is relatable, makes me feel like anyone can get through this content. Yeah, that's what my whole premise of the channel is. For real, Act 6 is definitely the hardest. Yeah, I mean, definitely seen that when I was doing it. Now, I will tell you this much, doing Necropolis on a couple weeks ago. First off, absolutely fun. Woo, nice to see you. How's it going? But the other thing about it too was just seeing the difference between when I did Act 6 Grandmaster and when I did Necropolis Grandmaster, and like the world of difference that came out of that was great. True, the change in difficulty going to 6.1 was crazy. Yeah, it is. Like the difficulty, it used to ramp up a lot better. Like 5 took a bit more work, but it was still 6 was just absolutely ridiculous compared to 5. But now that they nerfed Act 5, like the ramp up is like not there at all. So yeah, I know there's definitely people that newer to the game, it's going to be harder to adjust to Act 6 when you get there for the first time. Wow, I am playing like crap tonight. I can normally take anybody with Hyperion lately. I'm a returning player and haven't even touched Necropolis yet. Yeah. I pushed it partially because of the fact that I wanted to get the Road to the Crypt rewards. That was a big thing on when I timed it. And on top of that, it timed out just perfectly that I could come back to streaming on a more regular basis and also do my birthday with Necropolis. So it was worth the try, and it definitely paid off. And yes, Aegon and items were the key. I'm probably going to lose this one, to be truthful with you. So, Woo, did you guys do raids this week in your alliance? Kind of curious how some of the other people did. I haven't really seen a lot come out on YouTube, which kind of surprises me. I mean, I've seen some things, but not nearly as much as I thought I would. So I'm gonna put the offer out one more time. I'm gonna be live for just a bit longer. Shows how much I know since coming back. What the hell? Okay, raids are the new alliance quest for high level alliances. We only had one battle group that even attempted it this week out of our entire alliance. But basically, they said it was supposed to be equivalent of map 9, but it is definitely a lot more difficult than what you would expect the difference between map 8 and map 9 to be. But as a matter of fact, I can actually kind of give you a look at it because we are still in it at the moment. Yes, lots of rewards. I'll take them later. Bye, shut up. We did have a decent run. So normally for AQ, now they've got it changed so you only have to do 4 days a week. Your alliance gets to pick what days you do. Raids is different. You actually have to do very restrictive but good counters. Draft is right. Yep. You have to do groups of 3, and everybody has to take their own designated pass. You can only use particular champions. You need to make sure you're fighting in the correct order. There's a lot to it. As you can see, we did make it to the Ultron boss. We did also get him halfway down. But his regen is ridiculous. So we kind of got to a point where we decided the resource spend was not worth continuing on. But again, I am extremely proud of my guys this week. They showed so much. Yeah, it's as a matter of fact, another thing that I will show you. It is very champion restricting. Um, there are only 3 tags that you get. First is the assault tag. There are even within the classes that assault is available for. There are only a few champions that you can actually bring in on assault, and I literally do not have any that I don't have at some level. There is also tactician. Again, very limited pool from champions you can choose from. The only one I do not have is Kashala. And the last one being Vanguard. And again, yet another very limited pool, of which I have every possible champion you could bring in, and it is still not a lot. I think our plan was for the next raid is to send all 10 of us down the same path. Ooh. That could be interesting. I might have to give some thought to that for our alliance. I think, I don't know. That'd be interesting. I gotta talk to the guys. I stopped playing in September as was busy towards the end of the year, and have just came back this last week. So don't know much. Oh, okay. Yeah, raids actually just went live for the first time this week. This was something brand new. They have been talking about them for a couple months, but we did finally get them today, this month. Outside of that, you're probably pretty caught up on most things. Ascensions was the last really big thing that came out, and that came out before September. So, it does suck that you missed the best time period of the year to be playing the game, to be truthful with you. Because, of course, that September through the big, actually, here shortly, that reminds me that's something else I got to get on. Because the next event, obviously, you missed Banquet and Cyber Weekend and all those events, which are always huge. And we had a couple really nice events over the last couple months, including those who paid for the track, getting 7-star Morbius guaranteed to them in October, which was sweet. But then we also, here towards the end of the month, we should have it starting, I think, this week or next. If they continue, we should have the New Year's celebration, which is in alignment with the Chinese New Year. Okay, nice, good. Okay, so you didn't miss as much, but yeah, outside of raids, I'd say that's probably about the only thing that you really missed that's changed. But to be truthful with you again, even my particular alliance, we probably were shooting a little high by doing raids this week, which is again why I'm so impressed with the showing that our guys put up this week, and that so it was really phenomenal to see as far as that goes. But we were definitely, we had an amazing showing considering the fact that we, not bad, then just got to jump back in on, yeah, man, you're good. You're in a good spot. You really didn't miss too much. So, the only thing you did really miss, like I said, Road to the Crypt with Necropolis, depending on where your account's at and stuff, and if you said you've already done Act 8 on your main account, Necropolis is definitely something I would look into. Start checking up some of the guides and stuff that other people have put out. I have not done a guide on Necropolis yet. Most people are just doing it with Aegon. The best time period to do it would have been a couple weeks ago and getting it done before the 15th, because they did put bonus rewards to it. But even with missing those bonus rewards, the rewards for Necropolis itself are still absolutely amazing. As you can see, go under special quests. Necropolis is the next Eternity of Pain or whatever you want to look at as far as that type of stuff goes. If you get even just a single path done, you do get a rank 1 to rank 2 generic 7-star gem. You do get a 6-star Maestro. You do get a 7-star rank up gem for 2 to 3 that is class based, which is how I'm getting ready to take Chilith up to rank 3, because I did get a skill 1 on that. You get 2 7-star selector crystals. You can select what class they are, so those are nice. You get a good chunk of Titan shards, a 6-star relic, as well as a piece towards Deathless Guillotine. And for the first time in years, you get an additional mastery point. After that, if you actually decide to explore the whole thing, there are things on every one of the paths, which is absolutely amazing. You also get a full Titan crystal, you get the 7-star Maestro, and then you get the 7-star launch pool selector, which allows you to pick anybody from the original 7-star launch. So, as you can see, from that, it is quite a few champions that are just absolutely gorgeous to be able to say, yeah, that's who I want on my roster. So, definitely worth it. I will tell you, it is very resource intensive. There are people that have done it on 0 revives. I am not one of them. It took me 257 deaths to get through a single path. There was somebody in our community that spent over, 35,000 units to do their single path. But there are people in my alliance that I know that were clearing it on an average of about 40 to 50 revives per path. So do keep that in mind. They also nerfed revive farming as well. So have fun coming up with the revives for it. It will take a little extra work. But again, the rewards are definitely well worth it. And there is Wasi. Okay, man, if you want a friendly, I will open it up for a friendly with you, and we will see this rank 3 Werewolf by Night, because I'm guaranteeing that's what you want to show me. Oh, no, honestly, I will tell you this much. I kind of had the same thought as, no, it's something worse. Awesome. I appreciate that. I kind of had the same thought process as, oh my god, what the hell, as well. But to be truthful with you, it was probably some of the most fun content I've ever done doing Necropolis. I had such a blast doing that stream. Now, mind you, it was a great stream vibe and everything else. And I had a lot of fellow YouTubers who had already planned on stopping in, who all jumped in on calls and stuff. It was just an absolute wonderful time. But even that being said, to be truthful with you, once you get through the first couple fights and get ramped up and stuff, it gets just absolutely fun. Oh, the fully maxed out Kate? Is that what I'm supposed to be looking at? Or is it the Ascended Bullseye? Yeah, man, I would definitely, like I said, I'd check it out. Do your research. Make sure you farm yourself up and put yourself with as many resources as possible. No problem. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. And like I said, if you need to reach out for anything on any of those levels you're working on, feel free to reach out for the reminder. And I will be live from now on Sunday evenings again. So stop in anytime you feel like, man. Appreciate it. Have a great evening. So, Wasi, did I catch which one I was supposed to be looking at? Or did I miss it? Ooh, the quick switch out at the last second. Trying to be coy over here. I don't even know why I'm fighting this. I can't win it anyways. So. Probably shouldn't have even burnt Iceman on this particular fight, but I've got defenders. Come on, just throw the damn special and kill me. Throw the special. Are you gonna make me time out this whole damn match? Yeah, what a surprise. Only shot I got at this at the moment. But I also knew what I was getting into on this particular friendly and had very little plan to win this. Jordan, how's it going? Who would be playable in the future, Collector or Grandmaster? I don't know if they'll ever make either one of those playable. Yeah, I got a good rotation with Hyperion going there, so that wasn't bad. So at least I got to put up a decent showing against you, but there was really nothing I could do against Iceman in that first round. Yeah, because I banned him. Jordan, I will give you a poll on the way out just to see real quick. But I can tell you, I doubt anybody thinks. Okay, we'll give it a couple seconds. Let everybody try and vote on that one. You could have went Shuri. Okay, I should have probably. I didn't look at that as that way. But no. There you go, Jordan. I am. The poll is live. If anybody wants to vote on it on the way out the door. But I think I am going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close for the evening. Like I said, I do have a lot of editing and things I do need to get done so that I can get everything back into rotation again and start getting videos out. I still have to get quite a bit processed. Let's see who's on at the moment. Let's go over and support Omega. Yeah, I'll get there. So, like I said, if anybody would like to go over and raid Omega with me, we'll do it with a hashtag Wolfpack Raid and show the man a little support. And I will be back later this week with another live stream. I will have a crystal opening out tomorrow, as well as we will be getting. I will be doing a couple live streams throughout the week. I'm not for sure exactly which days yet. We will definitely be live next Sunday, and I will have that Necropolis recap video out towards the end of the week. But until then, I hope everybody has a great day, a great night, and pulls a God tier champion soon. Peace out.